Hey team! So I wanted to do a little training on getting started as a stylist. So if you are new, you've recently signed up, and you're kind of wondering what the next steps are, this is a video for you. I know a lot of times people will start in a direct sales company and not have a clue what to do. They're kind of just on their own, and it's easy to get burnt out. And so something I'm really big on is giving you the training that will help you be successful. So I'm going to share my screen. I want to show you a few things that you can do. You've signed up, and so let's talk about what the next steps are for you after you sign up and you get your stylist ID number. Okay, all right. So first things first, if you log into your back office, let me just get there for you really quick. Sorry, sometimes I do these videos and then my internet doesn't go as fast. I need to update to fiber. Okay, so when you sign up, you'll have access to your back office, and then when you sign in, you'll do your stylist ID and get in there. And this will be the welcome to your virtual office. Now, this office is actually updating in a couple months, so I'm not really going to go into the back office as it is now, just because we'll be updating it. But here you'll get some announcements, and then what you'll also get is your kind of welcome letter. And down here it tells you how to set up your website in your back office. So that's the first thing that you want to do, is set up your website. So go there, follow these directions, they're step by step, and then you will get your shopping website all set up. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to want to do is you'll be added to Team Top Coat by whoever your sponsor is. And so Team Top Coat is our team group, and our team name. You'll also probably be added to a couple other upline team groups. The two that I can think of would be No Nonsense Nails and Team Nailed It. Those are the two main upline groups that you'd be added to. All these groups will probably be giving you same information. However, I will be giving you the training that I give you in Team Top Coat, but you will be getting lots of beneficial information from all three of these groups, from leaders who are doing trainings and whatnot. So in the Team Top Coat group, once you're added and approved, you can go to this announcement here, the very first post, the pin post, it's the announcement. Go ahead and read through this, and what you'll see when you get here near the middle is the resources that we have on Google Drive. So this is like your new Bible, okay? So you need to study it, look through all the files. These are the files that are going to help you be really successful as long as you just do them. So a lot of it is just income producing activities that are going to help you make sales right from the get-go. So this link here takes you to all our files. I'm going to open up a tab for that. And then this link here takes you right to our new stylist checklist. And this link takes you to getting your launch party started. And then this is the link to our new stylist training group. Now, there are two new stylist training groups. One's with Team Top Coat and one's with Team Nailed It. They both offer great training, and they both offer it in a little bit of a different way. So you're welcome to join both of the training groups and benefit from both of them. I mean, more training is never a bad idea. So I'm going to go into this Google Drive that we've got, and what you'll see here is I've got all these folders up at the top. The first one that you want to go to is the New Stylist folder. This is New Stylist Training. So click on that, and then what you will find is all these files, and they go in order of what you need to do. So here, the first thing you need to do is open up Jumpstart Goals and print it off and put it on your wall, okay? So I'm going to just kind of show you. I've got a little printout of it now. Let me just get it in my little file here. But Jumpstart is an amazing program that we have that helps you get your business. It helps reward you for working hard from the beginning. So basically, here's here's the goals. I don't know if you can see it in the right corner here. I can even open it up here. I'll just do that. So I need to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay, so basically, this is what happens for sales. So if you sell $1,000 of personal volume in your first 30 days, then you get a $50 product credit. So this just appears in your back office, and you can use it on anything. Supplies, new sets, it's just $50 that you can spend on product. If you, in your second month, sell $2,500, you will get a $75 product credit. And then if you do $4,000 in 3 months, you will get a $150 product credit. And then if you choose leadership and want to enroll people, and I guarantee you, people will just want to enroll because this is still such an amazing new product and people love it, and it sells so easily. I mean, these things really sell themselves, that this is so doable. So I want you guys to know that when I did my jump starts, I achieved 5 of them. I got all 5 except the very last one. I didn't get team leader by 90 days, but I did get team leader eventually. So anyway, all that stuff is free product for you to use, which is so great that they reward you for working hard from the beginning, which is just awesome. So I highly recommend printing off Jumpstart and putting it somewhere you can see it. Maybe printing off 2 copies. Put one on your mirror and put one on in your office or wherever you are, in your car. And just have that be your goal. It's a great thing. You will achieve great things if you have goals. Hope is not a strategy. So if you have these goals to kind of help you get started, you will achieve them. Okay, so the next thing that you'll want to do is the new Stylist to-do list, okay? So you're going to want to print this off. Now, this essentially is the content that is in the new Stylist training group. So it's great for you to print this off, and then you can, if you're like me, go through it in 2 days, or you can take your time and go through it in a couple weeks following along with the new Stylist training. So the way this is set up is you've got your cover page here with all the things on the checklist. And then all these bullet points have an explanation below it. So the very first bullet point on page 1 is set up your website in your back office. The first explained bullet point on the next page is set up your website in your back office. Instructions can be found here. So, and it is good to know, make sure that your business name cannot have the words Color Street in them. It can only appear in your business name if it says like Polly Gage, Independent Color Street Stylist. So your business name can be anything nail related, or it can just be your name, Polly Gage. So, or you can think of something fun. A lot of people have come up with lots of fun nail polish names. You also, though, need to stay away from Perfectly Polished, as that is another company's, that's like another company's trademarked name. So anyway, you'll basically just go through it, and I highly recommend just going through it one at a time. Start at the top and just go through it. That will be the easiest and most organized way you can do it. So when you print this off, have it here, and obviously there's these other links that take you to other places. So here in this paragraph, it talks about setting up your website, and instructions can be found here. If you have this up on your computer, you can click this link and it will open up another tab for you, and it will take you to those instructions, okay? So if you're reading it, you can, I guess, type that link into your computer. But it's helpful if you have a printed copy and you're looking at it from a computer. Okay, the next thing, read and print your Jumpstart Goals and Rewards. I just talked about this. This is very important to read it and print it, memorize it, have it be your goals, and make it a goal to sell $1,000 worth of product and enroll one stylist in your first 35 days. So, and what I say here in the checklist is when you complete these goals, your future downline sees that it's possible. So whenever, and the great thing about Jumpstart is whenever a stylist that you enroll earns a Jumpstart reward, you get 100% match on that earn. So if you enroll a stylist and they sell $1,000, they will get a $50 product credit and you will get a $50 product credit too. So every single time you enroll a new stylist, you're going to get those benefits also, which is fantastic. So next, this basically will just go down, join the group, the Facebook groups that are recommended. So there's quite a few groups that are recommended by the admins, and that's just in the Team Top Coat Facebook page. I'll go back here. Let's see where this is actually. Sorry, I know that I've got, I know I can do it from my phone. I'm actually not quite sure. Let's see more. No. Okay, anyway. Maybe it's the About section. I think it is. So there's these, yes, right here, recommended by the admins. These are all groups that you can go to, and they all are helpful groups that you can be a part of. So the official Color Street Stylist group, Team Nailed It, No Nonsense Nails. There's a nail fees group, a fancy word for nail selfies, so pictures of people's pretty manicures. A graphics group, a Tuesday nail swap group. So these groups are all groups that are going to be very beneficial for you to join. I highly recommend joining them, and then I highly recommend turning notifications off. You're going to be thrown into so many groups once you join, it can be overwhelming. And so I recommend getting a handle on your notifications from the get-go so you are not overwhelmed. Okay, so back to the new stylist training checklist. These are all just things that I did in my first 30 days. If I'm being honest, I actually just busted them out in 2 weeks because I was so excited to get this done. But definitely go through this checklist. It's going to give you all these ideas. And the biggest thing that you can do is create a Facebook group for your customers. And what's going to happen is you're going to host your own launch party. So when I joined this direct sales thing, I basically just said, I started a business and I'm throwing a party. And I kind of thought of it like if I were opening up a Jamba Juice franchise, I would totally have a party and invite all my friends and give them smoothies. And we would celebrate this big thing because it's a big deal. I just opened a business. So I know sometimes people think, oh, another direct selling company, but really it's awesome. You're starting something really amazing and great. So definitely host your own launch party. I would do one online for your warm market that is not local to you. And I would also do one in your house. This is going to be the way that you are going to get hostesses to really launch your business. So you'll host your own launch party first, and then you will likely get more hostesses from your launch party. But it is so, so important to actually do a call for hostesses. And one thing that I did was I made a list of 10 people who I knew loved me enough that they would buy dirt from me if I was selling it. And I reached out to them and asked them if they would host a party for me because I needed practice. And I asked my sister-in-law to do my very first one. And I learned, it has been 1 year that I've been doing online parties, and I have learned a ton, and I'm actually getting ready to do my second party with my very first host. So that's exciting, and I'm doing it completely different than the first time we did it. So, but I have gotten, so I made a list of 10 people, and I got about 6 of them to host my first parties. And then I just made sure to keep on finding hostesses from every party that I've done, and that keeps me getting hostesses. So then I don't have to beg people to host a party for me. Plus the product is so fun. People are so excited about it. People are excited about hosting parties. Okay, so these are just kind of some instructions on getting your launch party started. And also, you should definitely think about doing your own graphics. Now, we have lots of graphics that you are welcome to use. It's so important for you, if you are using someone's graphic, to leave the watermark on it. Now, some people make graphics for other people's use, and they don't put a watermark on it. It is so important when you get a graphic like this for you to make a change to that graphic so it is not the same graphic as everyone else's, so that way it does not become marked as spam. So Facebook just knows when an image is being used over and over and over again, and it will get marked as spam and taken down, and you could potentially be thrown in Facebook jail. Now, don't let that intimidate you. Just make sure that you pull it up on Rona Designs on your phone, or WordSwag, or PicMonkey, or Canva on your computer. Canva and Rona Designs are free, and you can just add an initial or a heart or a line or a border or something and make it a different graphic, okay? So that's really, really important. So be sure to read up on the graphics, and then I would basically, when you start, get your in-person launch party settled for about the time, I would say a week and a half to 2 weeks after you purchase your kit, just to make sure it arrives in time. And then go ahead and just read through all of this. I highly, highly recommend checking out Airtable. This is what I use to keep track of all of my contacts, and it is amazing. So I actually have another training on Airtable, another training video that you can check out. And then definitely get samples going. So you will be receiving samples in your, where is my purse? I don't see it. Okay. You will get samples in your kit, and this is what you do. We've got, actually, let me just show you real quick. Okay, so here's other forms. This is how to set up your website, starting your launch party, nail bar setup in the back office. This is a template for doing your launch party. And this is how to make sample packets. So definitely read through this and make sample packets. Now, here are links to the things that you can buy, like the cellophane bags. We also have the instruction sheet right over here for you to print out. It looks like this. So it's a tiny, tiny little instruction sheet that I print it double-sided, and then I just fold it up and I put it, I'll show you what my sample bags look like. Sorry, so it's just a little cellophane bag, and in it I put the sample, the instruction sheet, business card, alcohol prep pad, and sometimes I include a nail file, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on if I've got them on hand. So definitely, definitely make up sample bags. So when you get started, I would order some cellophane bags, and your kit will give you a mini nail file, and it'll give you alcohol prep pads. For what it's worth, I do order mini nail files and alcohol prep pads and cellophane bags on another website, Amazon. I don't really get them from the back office because I can get them cheaper elsewhere. So, but you can order them from the back office if you want. It's just totally your thing. The expenses are write-offable, which is great for tax purposes. So anyway, the best thing about this business is you wear the product on your fingers, and you walk around and you go about your day, and you go to the doctor or you go to the grocery store, and the person at the checkout or check-in is going to notice your nails and say, oh my gosh, those are such cute nails. And you can say, thank you. It's called Color Street. Have you heard of it? And then they'll be like, no, I haven't. And I said, well, I definitely have a sample on me if you'd like to give it a try. They'll be like, oh, okay. And so then here's what you do. You hand them a little sample, and here's the other thing that I do with samples. A lot of times I just keep a big old bag, like just a cute tote bag with me. And then what I do is I will take an old catalog, Also, just FYI for catalogs, I always print off labels that say, need more manicures? Let me help you. And here is my website. So, and my email and how to get a hold of me. So I will oftentimes, I have a big, it's not up in my office right now, otherwise I would grab it and show you, but what I do, let me actually stop sharing my screen so you can see. Okay, there we go. So what I do is I will take this is an old catalog, but I will put my business card on it and a label on the catalog just to be safe. And then what I do is I will staple the sample inside the catalog right here. And then what I do is I take a Post-it note and I put it on the catalog just like this. Kind of hard to see in this lighting. And these are my samples. And then I have just like a cute cosmetic bag, and I keep several of these in there. So then when I am out and about and I meet a person and they like my nail polish, I pull one of these out and I say, well, I've got a sample and I'd love for you to give it a try. And I kind of show them what it is, and they're like, oh, I'm all interested in like all the different colors and things in the catalog. Then what I do is I say, I would love to know what you think. So is it okay if I get your information and just shoot you a text and ask you, you know, what you think about it? And a lot of times they'll say yes, you know. So then it's kind of like they've got to pay a price, you know, they can buy the sample with their name. So I write their information down on this Post-it note, and then I will either add it into my contacts in my Airtable app. That's another great thing about that Airtable I was talking about, is it comes with an app. And you can do it right from your phone, and it is so, so easy to manage all your contacts and customers. So I would definitely, and then Fortune is in the follow-up, so I take that contact and I will get in touch with them in another week. Another thing that I will have them do is say, hey, I've made a tutorial on how to apply this, a little video in my little Facebook group. If you want to join it, you can get, you can see the video, and you know, it's a really fun community. If you pull out your phone right now, I can show you how to find it on Facebook right now. And a lot of times they'll just pull out their phone, I'll search my group in their search bar, and then they will just request to join right then and there. And sometimes I even say, I always do a giveaway for new members, anybody who joins my group that month or something. You know, it's great if you just need to make sure if you just give somebody a sample and then walk away and don't get their info or any way to contact them, it's just like you just gave away a sample. I mean, you're not going to hear from them likely again. I mean, the odds are very slim. So that's kind of where I would get started, is go check out that Facebook group, print out the checklist, print out your Jumpstart, go into the training groups and just start going through it one by one. In those training groups, the posts are numbered. So go in order. Go to post number 1, do it. After you're done, go to post number 2, do it. After you're done, go to post number 3, do it. And just go down the checklist and finish the checklist. And you will find you will feel set up for success. Check out the files. There's graphics, there's launch party templates, there's Facebook party templates. There's so much info in there to help you be successful. And then after you do all these things, be sure you're getting 10 sets of nails in your kit. You can either sell those or you can wear them and advertise for yourself. Show people your super cute nails so people will notice them. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I'm like purposefully kind of putting my hand somewhere for them to look at my nails, you know, on a railing or something. And it happens all the time. Like, oh, those are so cute. So where did you get them done is a lot of times what they'll ask. So set up your sample packets when your stuff arrives. Get your launch party scheduled and just do it. Just do it. And my best advice I can give is to just start sloppy. Sometimes, stories bothering me. Sometimes, I don't know if you're like me. If you are, then you want things to be perfect. And when you want things to be perfect, it's going to prevent you from doing anything. It's like perfection paralysis is what it's called. And it will stop you from doing stuff because you want it to be perfect, but it's taking up so much time to make it perfect, and you just can't get to that level that you want, that it's stopping you from even progressing. So my biggest advice, even though it is very hard for me to keep it myself, is start sloppy. Just do it, and you can go back in and fix it later. Okay, I just went and looked at my first graphics that I made for my launch party a year ago, and they are just, I mean, they're great, but they're not what they are now a year later. Okay, I started sloppy. I just started though. And that is the most important advice I can give you. So get started. Good luck. I'm so excited that you're on our team. We're a great group of girls, and all just trying to do our best and help one another out, lift each other with positive energy and upliftment. So if there's anything that we can do for you, any questions that you have about getting started, definitely refer to your upline sponsor, or you can always post questions in the Team Top Coat group or any of those other groups. You can always post questions, reach out to other stylists, start building these relationships with your colleagues, and just set your sights on something. So have a goal, have it be the Jumpstart, have it be the cruise, have it be something, and be like, I'm gonna get there, make a plan and get there. So, all right, so excited to have you on board, and I will sign off.